Hey guys, welcome back to Carib 21, wherever in the Caribbean or in the diaspora you're watching from. So today I have two stories to cover. First, I want to talk about Vybz Kartel visit to Guyana. So Vybz Kartel paid a recent visit to Guyana where he met with President Ali of Guyana. And the second story I want to talk about is Nigerian billionaire, richest black man in the world, visited the beautiful island of Grenada and with the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dickon Mitchell, and they spoke about the connection between the Caribbean and Africa in terms of trade, tourism, and many more. So these are the two stories I want to talk about, so let's talk about it. Okay, so first, let's talk about African billionaire, Nigerian billionaire, richest black man in the world, Dangote, his recent visit to Grenada. And this is returning the favor because Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell visited Nigeria in like a few months ago. I think it was 4 months ago. Dickon Mitchell visited Nigeria where he got a first-hand tour of the billionaires like oil refinery, cement plant, and a lot of other business that he is a part of. So he visited Grenada to celebrate their independence, where they spoke about trade between Africa and the Caribbean. They spoke about connecting the Caribbean and Africa in terms of tourism, in terms of having a straight flight. And this is like some exciting news because for the past couple of years, we have seen the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley. She has been championing this cause for the Caribbean and Africa to be connected. We have seen flight from Nigeria to Barbados a few months ago, and about 2 years ago we saw a flight, also a charter flight from Ghana going into Montego Bay, Jamaica. So this is becoming something that we're talking about more often now, about the possibility of one day having a straight flight coming straight out of Africa into the Caribbean. It's something that we could see happening in the near future. So this is exciting news for the connection between Caribbean and Africa. And I believe that this is the perfect time to do it because when we look at the new American administration under Donald Trump, where America First agenda, we look and we see what's going on in Europe where immigration is like a mess in Europe and they are trying to kick out as much people from black and brown countries as possible. We look at the UK, we see what is going on in the UK. I believe that this is a perfect time for us to have that connection between the Caribbean and Africa. So I have the first video clip I want to show is the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dickon Mitchell, and talking about the history between Africa and the Caribbean, the lack of trade between both countries, and how the Caribbean continues to trade with our colonizers, even though we are getting the bad end of the deal. So let's take a look at Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell.
The trade between Africa and South America is still, in the global context of trade, insignificant. The trade between the Caribbean and South America is almost non-existent. And the trade between Africa and the Caribbean is woefully inadequate. So the fact is, for us in the Caribbean, I'll speak from the Caribbean perspective, Africa has all of what we need. And it is simply because of what has been imposed upon us historically that we trade with North America, or we trade with the UK or Europe. But the fact is, we've obtained independence, and maybe it's a good time we're having this conversation. If after the independence we simply continue by route with the trading patterns, even if they're disadvantageous to us, even if they humiliate us. I think all Grenadians know what the visa experience is like trying to get a visa to Canada or to the United States, or even though we don't need visas for the UK, the challenges you face there. It's the same challenges Africans face when going through London. They ask them, what are you doing here? Even when you tell them you may be coming to a country that doesn't require a visa, right? It's the same challenges people in India face. It's the same challenges people in China face. So for those of us who are in the developing South, if we do not, it is not always just about pure money. It is about leveraging our collective unity so that we can be treated with dignity and so that the world treats us a little
Here at Carib 21, I'm on a mission to showcase the vibrant culture and the breathtaking beauty of the Caribbean while showcasing our culture and what is trending. If you want to support me on this mission, please subscribe. And if you also want to support, you can hit the comment section and buy me a cup of coffee. In order to buy me a cup of coffee, you can follow these instructions. Just click more. You will see the link to buy me a cup of coffee. Click the link. You can purchase 1 or 2 cups of coffee and you'll be helping me to fulfill this mission. Thank you. Okay, so that was Dickon Mitchell, the Prime Minister of Grenada. And as I said, the African billionaire Dangote visited to celebrate independence. And he also spoke at this press conference about what is going on between the Caribbean and Africa, the ambition that they have to connect the Caribbean and Africa. And I'm going to show a clip of him and what he had to say about this connection. So let's take a look.
This divide and rule is what has actually, affected us, not only, even within us in Africa, where you see, okay, fine, somebody who has a British passport, he has more access to myself as a African and a Nigerian. So, once you remove all this from where now we start to interact with each other, it will be much better. I can tell you the little visit that I have actually visited the Caribbean, most of the things that I've seen that I am actually producing, like cement, like oil and coal, they are very, very exorbitant. The prices are high. These are things that, okay, fine, maybe when I come and I look at it, for example, the hotel that I'm staying is built and owned by an African. So these are things that we believe we can come and replicate here, because doesn't matter, just like what Professor Rama said, that, a Jew is a Jew. Doesn't matter, even if you are born out of Israel, you go there and you get a passport. So we have to make sure that, yes, we bond ourselves and we come together, we'll be much, much stronger. When you fight a war, when you are together, you succeed easily and fast. But when you are fighting different wars, differently, you will not succeed.
Okay, so that was the Nigerian billionaire. And what is so interesting is that for decades, people in the Caribbean thought that it was not possible to fly straight to Africa, that UK or the United States of America, Canada would have to be that gateway. But as we have been seeing in recent time, that there is a possibility and we just need to make it happen. There needs to be more interest in people from Africa flying to the Caribbean and people from the Caribbean flying to Africa. Because as the Prime Minister of Barbados said, Mia Mottley said that if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So we just have to have that interest in order for it to work. And as we saw Dangote, like he was talking about what his business, what he does in Nigeria, and he pointed out cement and how when he comes to the Caribbean and he see the ridiculous cost of cement in the Caribbean compared to what he sells cement for in Nigeria and the cost to produce cement in Nigeria as opposed to what we are paying in the Caribbean. So this could be like a very, very good connection. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know if you're excited about this connection between the Caribbean and Africa. We have seen more movement in the past, I would say 5 years, than we have seen in the past 50 years. So this is a good indication that we are full speed ahead and that they are serious about the connection this time. So sound off and let me know what are your thoughts about this connection. Now we want to talk about Vybz Kartel. So Vybz Kartel recent visit to Guyana, where he sat down with the president of Guyana, President Ali. And Vybz Kartel is on a whirlwind tour. Vybz Kartel is visiting, since he came out of prison, he visited about 10 different islands so far, different countries. And we've seen him sitting down with politicians everywhere he goes. And I'm not sure what is up with that, why so many politicians just want to meet Vybz Kartel. But President Ali was the latest one that sat down with Vybz Kartel. And let's take a look at what they had to say.
Instead of asking a question, I like to ask a favor, very big favor. Is to do a collaboration with you. No, serious. right? I have a very, very nice song already written out. Really and truly.
Well, on. I have to make an announcement now. So, me and the president have a reasoning earlier. And we're going to do a showcase. So, Vybz Kartel will be coming back to Guyana before the show. And we'll do a showcase with us, the artists here, right? Yes. And 2 things are going to come out of that. 2 collaboration. One with me and a man, one with me and a woman.
Hear that, hear that.
So, yes. So, that's what I deal with. We have spread the love right across. Not just Jamaica, not just Miami, no. We here in Georgetown and we're doing it big. Yeah.
So listen, guys, you have to get to work now, get serious, because we'll have the audition here. You'll have your opportunity of a lifetime to share the stage with Vybz, with all international spotlight on you. But you have to get serious, sharpen up. You're not competing against each other, but you're competing for this space on stage with Vybz.
So this is my brother Calvin Burnett. Yes. My brother is singing. Yes. I want you to stand up with me. I want you to join me for a minute in front of the president. Yes. Don't frighten Calvin. Me and you come along. We can't frighten with spirit. Yes. Now me and Calvin, we travel all over.
Yes.
But we are not list you.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? I studied to take it. But today, when you stay down in this room and the president give you the honor to see you, no more problem with me and Calvin after today. Today, Calvin, me and you problem done. Because coming from you, no, me want to give me them little respect. Give me all respect. Let me do the respect. Respect, enough love.
Yes, man.
If you can go through hellfire
yes.
and come out successful in glory,
yes.
then we can do the same.
Yes.
And as you say, put all your enemies behind.
Of course.
Move forward with your vision.
Yes.
Put on your thinking cap.
Yes.
Run with it 100%. And trust me,
yes.
after today,
yes.
them not just get 8 songs coming.
Yes.
And Calvin, me and you, we still have to sing again.
Yes.
So, Mr. President, thanks for making this happen. Thanks for bringing back my brother to me.
Okay, guys, so that was it. That was Vybz Kartel in Guyana with President Ali, where they talk about Vybz Kartel going to do a concert in Guyana and a collaboration between a male artist and a female artist in Guyana. But Vybz Kartel seemed to be on a roll, and he's going around the Caribbean promoting his rum, Straight Vibes. And Vybz Kartel, one thing that you can't say, Vybz Kartel is a businessman. So he's been going around the Caribbean and promoting his rum everywhere he goes, and he's meeting with all these politicians. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what are your thoughts about Vybz Kartel and his meeting with President Ali and Vybz Kartel concert in Guyana. And as I said in previous videos, there's a concert coming up in May for Trinidad and Tobago also. So Vybz Kartel is on a whirlwind tour and he is just covering all his grounds. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about these 2 stories, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.